Now that we've been talking about John Cena, let's actually move on to this. Keith, you were actually sending out messages on the Twitter, which is what Twitter's for, about this whole
Yeah.
thing that
Where was I sending them out?
in twitter.com/, Byte That Cast, I think is it.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
were basically bringing up that every once in a while, WWE gives us this real, quote unquote, if you will, John Cena, which is where he sort of justifies, he openly acknowledges all the things that people poke fun at him about. What better way to do it in a segment involving Paul Heyman? So, are you happy we got this John Cena again, given the Brock Lesnar feud?
I mean, overall, I like this John Cena better than all of the other John Cenas because it's just like a straight, serious promo. Like, yeah, I am who I am, and that's who I am. But yeah, no, you just see this John Cena. You only see it every now and then. We saw it when he was facing Daniel Bryan, then we saw it before the TLC, and it's just awesome. Where he's just like, yeah, I'm John Cena. I go see Purple Heart people, and I make their day. Why would I be a heel when I make all these people's lives?
Exactly. I mean, he got about as real as you can get. I mean, we know he does all this work with the military and Make a Wish, and to have him bring that into the promo really felt authentic and really, as word of the day, justified. Why he doesn't sort of lash out and why he isn't giving in to the evil like Emperor Heyman was trying to convince him to.
No, excellent point, and we'll definitely get to just how amazing Paul Heyman is. But into the whole real John Cena, I would say this is the realest version of John Cena we've gotten, because usually when we get the real one, real, it's like, yelling and like he'll poke fun at somebody or make a joke and then be all serious. And here he was actually pretty neutral. He was just stating facts the whole time. So it was hard to just sort of go like, oh, he's going into John Cena mode. And then just when you're thinking about that, he actually says, eat, sleep, be John Cena, repeat. So I think it is the perfect way and perfect contrast to this whole, he's not doing just going to beat Brock Lesnar. He's going to beat Brock Lesnar's ass. That really should just never be brought up again. This was way more creative, effective. It brought up a new character or face in John Cena without really changing John Cena.
All right, I'm taking bets right now. Eat, sleep, be John Cena, repeat. T-shirt, I've got $10 on yes.
This is the next Paul Heyman guy thing. I mean, everything is going to be eat, sleep, blank, repeat. I mean, we're probably going to have an eat, sleep, podcast, repeat shirt or something at some point, and that probably
Can there
already exists.
please be a Cesaro T-shirt that says "Eat, Sleep, Swing, Repeat"?
What about eat, sleep, expose,
I think
repeat?
I've also seen that at a couple of nightclubs too, that T-shirt. But
Yeah. But moving on, we've talked about John Cena definitely being way more serious, but obviously every hero needs a villain.
implying that I go to nightclubs. But yeah. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't let that.
You gotta have
go
fun
without-
somehow, sir. So, oh man, we love you, Ryan.
I don't.
Thanks.
So, as I was saying, every hero needs a villain. That villain's name is Paul Heyman. Is there anything? Does Paul Heyman have a bad promo? I just wanted to ask that quickly. Is there such a thing as a bad Paul Heyman promo?
Not lately. I mean, some of the ones with like Curtis Axel and Volcanoes, those were kind of stinkers in their
I
own
thought
way.
the volcano one was awesome.
It was alright, but like
Actually-
all the ones around it, like there was a while there where they were kind of
That
they
one
were
was
decent.
great.
There was never a bad promo.
All right, well, I'll say this. When he's actually standing in the ring, it's not just a before the match few words thing. When he's actually standing in the ring and it's a legitimate promo segment or it's a backstage promo segment, it's never bad. There was obviously times when he's with Cesaro or Curtis Axel where he just says the whole Brock Lesnar 1-1 and 21-1 and then match whatever. Obviously, that's really not a real promo. So yeah, basically he never has a bad promo when it's actually a legitimate promo.
The thing that I loved about this week's was it kind of played on. Do you remember when him and CM Punk refuting, and they had the whole fat guy in the third row promo.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of played off of that.
No, we actually got the two guys in the wife beaters, and one of them's just looking at Cena like, I can take you on. He was actually slowly walking forward like, this is my moment. I am making my mark in WWE right now.
Undertaker guy, he is not, but continue.
Well, yeah, the great thing with Heyman's, and we kind of got into John Cena after the fact, but like Heyman really kind of dug in, and it seemed like he was actually getting to John Cena, and he just kept saying like, you suck, you suck, you suck, the whole thing that we've always said, if John Cena was going to turn heel, basically the ammunition, and Heyman just kept firing that ammunition, and it was great, just making it a way making that a way for him to beat Brock Lesnar. It was actually a relevant way to tease the heel turn, even if it will never happen. But it's a great way of sort of, hanging the carrot like, oh, this is what you need to do to beat Brock Lesnar. And I thought that was awesome. Even if Cena never does it, just the bringing it up and having that be the way that it as a way to beat Lesnar. It's just awesome.
But not to take anything away from this segment, doesn't it kind of feel like they're just repeating the same old story? Like, think about a year or 2 years ago when Kane was trying to make John Cena embrace the hate so he could beat The Rock at WrestleMania.
Just a quick thing on that. I think this is a little bit different when Brock Lesnar beat the living hell out of him, and it's more believable that John Cena legitimately doesn't have a chance. So maybe they kind of blew it back then, but I feel like this was a more appropriate time.
Exactly, and for one, they've actually been building up Brock Lesnar. He beat the streak, he decimated John Cena, and it's somebody, the person delivering the message can justify his actions, can justify what he's saying. It's Brock Lesnar, and it's not just saying that, oh, you need to go into your new phase. He's almost going on with this whole, it's a spoiler by saying like, oh, I'm telling you how you can beat Brock Lesnar. He's just breaking that fourth wall, just being straight up. Hey, you want to beat Brock Lesnar? You got to do this. It's saying the exact same thing that was going on in that Kane promo. There's no difference. The big difference, so technically there is a difference, is that everything leading up actually makes sense for this, as opposed to Kane, which is somebody that we saw for so long, has been in the mid-card, has not been up there. Then when they tried it, it just felt like, you know what, you're just stalling for time. So for everybody listening, let us know, is this a segment that is really selling the storyline, considering it was entertaining and it was over like 6 to 8 minutes long? And the fact that I didn't get bored, I know almost nobody did, really says something not just about Paul Heyman, not just about John Cena, but about the chemistry that both of these men have.